Yo, it's Great Classics on Represent Radio. Welcome to our new slot, Sundays 6 to 8, right here, 107.3 FM, DAB and represent.org.uk. We have a very special guest in the building today. It's Catching Cairo. Cairo, what's happening?
Hello, hey.
So I want to start off kind of like at the beginning of your story. What were your musical influences growing up? What were some of like your earliest musical memories?
Earliest musical memories, like reggae music, going to all the dances, the funerals, the weddings, you know.
Night things.
Yeah, all of that with my mom. So like all the sound system music, basically.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was a reggae singer, so wasn't around a lot, but I still got to hear him sing a fair bit, so he put me on to lots of music. And then my siblings, I've got 3 brothers and 3 sisters, and I'm right in the middle, so I used to listen to everything that they'd listen to. So 90s R&B, indie, lots of grime, and yeah, even my younger siblings, they're like showing me stuff all the time as well.
Melting pot. And I guess jungle and drum and bass kind of came through that as well, that like, you know, the influences. Do you remember your first ever rave where you were like raving when you were younger?
I do. Oh, there's so many. Probably a squat rave in Lambeth somewhere. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. Yeah, I think that was probably my first rave, and then just going Brixton Jam like every weekend for whatever night was on there, and then more squat raves, and then going to Fire a lot, and basically, yeah, just following the wave.
Southside.
Yeah.
Catching Cairo is a really unique name. How did you come up with it?
So I guess the story is kind of long. It took a lot of thinking because I just wanted something that was unique to me and true to me as well, like how I feel a lot of the time. And my old artist name, my tagline was Falling Fast. And I really wanted to call myself just Cairo, but then I got my notebook out and I just kept writing different versions of my name. And I was like, well, all these different versions, and then it was like Falling Fast, Cairo, Catching Cairo, and I was like, oh, Eureka! And then it kind of just stuck, I guess. There were so many different names that I could be called, but I think that's the best one.
That one stuck.
Yeah.
And what's the writing process like for you? Is it you get a burst of inspiration, or is it you're very like, you know, do you sit down and write, I'm going to write a song, or does it just happen organically?
I think it's a bit of both. Like sometimes I always try and set time aside to write music, just because I do have to be in like a right mood for it, I guess. But there are times as well when I'm just, I don't know, on the toilet and I'm like, oh, tune, and then I record it and write it. But when I'm writing a specific song, for example, it usually starts with me just like getting the session up and just recording in melodies or just improvising and stuff. And then, yeah, I guess I record it and I listen to it and I either like it or I don't. And if I do, I keep going and just watch more films and read more books and go out and stuff and get more inspo, and then just, yeah, keep it rolling from that.
Nice. Now we got a record out. Well, it's coming out soon. It's called Ghost Mode.
Yeah.
It's coming out on Soulvent. Shout out to Soulvent, Joe and the team. How did that idea, the inspiration come about for that song? Is it a personal experience, or is it...
I'll be really honest.
Through what you've heard or someone else's experience?
Nah, I think this one was definitely a very personal one. Like, I know everyone gets ghosted. We get ghosted. It's rubbish. But, yeah, at the time when I wrote it, that was just how I was feeling. Like, when you're trying to catch someone and you just never know because they can be hot and cold, or they just don't really communicate, I guess. And more time it ends up quite sweet and nice, but at the time I just felt a bit like, and like when I got sent the track, like I literally I wrote it so quickly, you know, you sent me the track and I was just I went home and I was like pouring my heart out and I was like, oh, amazing, I wrote a banger. So yeah, that's how that one came around. And
we're excited for it to drop it, and you're going to perform it live exclusively on Represent Radio. Really looking forward to that. You've also chosen some tracks for us to play on the show this evening. Sounds of Luke Viber. You got some Summer Walker in there.
Yeah.
Are these the kind of artists you're feeling at the moment?
Yeah.
That sort of sound.
Yeah, I mean, I it's not even a bad habit, I guess, but I do listen to the same music over and over again. Like my Spotify Unwrapped, my most played song 2 years in a row is Hit Different by SZA. I just love that song, and when I like a song, I like a song. Like, I'm just gonna keep listening to it. So yeah, the songs I picked are stuff that I've like loved for a while, stuff that I've heard quite recently, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just feeling them. I think they're kind of random, I guess, but my musical taste is quite random.
Amazing. Excited to play them. Keep it locked to Represent Radio. And then finally, let's big up your social media stuff. So, if people want to get hold of you on social media, where can they find you, Catching Cairo?
You can find me on every social media platform that exists, I think. At Catching Cairo, spelled. Should I spell it? Is that weird?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
is
it weird?
Well, I'm sure my name is written somewhere, but if it's not, it's CatchingCairo, and that's Catching Cairo, and you can find me everywhere. So yeah, give me a follow.
There you go.
See what I'm up to.
Thank you so much for coming through.
Thanks
and
for having
excited
me.
to drop the track.
Thank you.
And big up on the future projects, and you know, we keep the link. Bless.